Today, we will continue our study of applied spirituality by looking at how we use the chakras or etheric centers to build powerful thought forms. We turn our attention to the architecture of the inner temple, the chakra system, through which soul-infused thought becomes energy, force, and radiant form. It is important to realize that we use all of the higher centers when we build a powerful and beautiful thought form. If we are working only with our mind, we are not using all of the resources available to us. The chakras are not mere symbols. They are real stations of force. Wheels of light through which soul energy enters and flows into the physical world. Let us begin by looking at the center between the eyebrows, or third eye. It is the architect's station. Here, the soul transmits the seed idea into our mental awareness. This is where we hold the design, the form, the geometry of the thought form. It is here that the mental substance begins to cohere. Our role is to hold the image clearly. Let no distortion cloud it. This is not about fantasy. It is about seeing with inner precision. The idea from the soul is translated into a thought, and we want to translate that idea as precisely as possible. As William Meter writes, the will of the thinker energetically influences elemental lives to assemble themselves in a certain way. Those elemental lives, the building blocks of the thought form, are drawn to the blueprint we hold in our mind. We must next charge the thought form with life force and direction. This is done using the crown center, our link to the soul, to will, to purpose, and the fire of creation. The crown center pours spirit into matter. The energy descending from this center gives our thought forms purpose and longevity, like wind filling the sails of a great ship. We sit in silence. Feel the presence of our soul above. Draw that power into the crown and imbue the thought with purpose. Now we bring in love. The heart center is not a focal point of feeling. It is the director of the radiant, magnetic, creative force of love. Our task is to infuse our thought form with radiant warmth and the attractive force of love. This will draw people toward it and encourage them to embrace the idea with enthusiasm. Without such warmth, thought forms quickly dry and fade. Next we employ our throat center to wrap the thought form in etheric substance. A vibrating cloak that protects it and allows it to take shape on subtler planes. Through the throat, we speak, sing, write, and transmit. But this is not only about words, it is about vibration. Our thought form must be harmonic. We must give it a mantra, a tone, a rhythm, a pulse that allows it to travel through the ether and find its mark. Now we return to the third eye. It is here that the projection occurs. We have built the framework. We have given it power, love, vibration. Now we must release it, projecting it to a specific target. Please understand that thought forms are not to be directed at a specific person, but at the clouds of negative thought and emotion that are manipulating, confusing, or distorting people's thinking. We could, for example, direct a thought form at the ugly, divisive clouds of energy that are nationalism, racism, or injustice. The idea is to heal, purify, and help to uplift consciousness. Our thought form is not passive. It is a radiant agent of goodwill, seeking out its purpose, and beginning its work. When we build with soul, when we energize with will, when we magnetize with love, when we qualify with sound, we create not just a thought, but a living blessing. The devas and she may respond and assist. Invisible helpers are drawn to our focused intent, and we act as co-creators, sacred scientists, and spiritual architects. The world needs our thoughts, but not just any passive thoughts. Soul-infused, love-saturated, purpose-guided thoughts. Let them rise. Let them serve. Let them work to build a better world. In future episodes, we will offer many different seeds for thought forms, and principles for using thought forms to envision the future. Using our thoughts, we all have immense power to help a world in crisis. Please join us.